Hi guys, this is a drawing that has just been sent to me from Gabriel. He's communicating with a lady through Facebook who is just awakening to the news that the Christ is on the earth. She's bowled over by the news, of course, and immediately is noticing the synchronicities of the numbers, the 1111 and the 222, in time stamps that she's communicating. She has a little brother, apparently, who has told her, after looking at photographs of Yah, that he has seen him on the news on a TV station, a public TV station in Vancouver, Cairo News. Getting to the bottom of it, he's asleep at the moment, so that's an interesting story. But this is Destiny's drawing that she had. Now I'll go into the Facebook where Gabe has sent me the story behind it. You won't be able to see all of it because I've got it. What's also interesting is the mystery over the missing Malaysia flight as well. We'll go through that in a moment. So Destiny says this about what she saw. I was standing in front of my house when I saw it. It was night time. I ran back inside to get my father. He just stood staring, so did I. I remember the quietness. It felt different than any other night, like the atmosphere shifted or something, almost like the sound you hear before it snows, and then in brackets if you have ever been in a snowstorm. It was scary, but I felt as if I already knew it was going to happen. I was smiling, crying, and everything all at the same time. And Gabe says that was regarding her vision. So it was a vision that she saw this happening. Her inspiration for the drawing that I just showed you, the painting. Then Gabe says, I posted her my message to Ashley about me watching her wake up. Gabe is rather overwhelmed watching this saint wake up. She wrote this. This is Destiny. Do you need to take a break? You sound pretty shaken up right now. He says, laugh out loud. She is so innocent. All in a normal day's routine of being with Christ. All the saints are dazzled each day. So that's really interesting. There's all kinds of things going on at the moment. This is the anniversary. It's March the 13th in Australia. So it's the 1 year to the date of the election of Francis, the anti-pope, Antichrist. And there's a knock at the front door. So now I want to read what Corin sent into my Facebook, re the missing Malaysian Airlines. And this is what she had found out. This is how the elites get richer and richer by any means available, including murder. This is a story about greed, wealth, power, and world domination. That message keeps showing up. It's very... I keep telling it, I don't want to know about it, but it comes back. So have you pieced together the puzzle of the missing Flight 370 to Beijing, China? If not, here are your missing pieces. And it's all about patents, and the wealth they bring. There's a link there to fortraders.com. This is what it is reporting. 4 days after a missing flight, a patent is approved by the Patent Office for maximizing dyes on a wafer. 4 of the 5 patent holders are Chinese employees of Freescale Semiconductor of Austin, Texas. Patent is divided up on 20% increments to 5 holders, and there the holders are listed, each one of them, 4 of them, China, and the 5th one, Freescale Semiconductor, Austin, Texas. Now, this is the way the rules work. If a patent holder dies, then the remaining holders equally share the dividends of the deceased, if not disputed, in a will. If 4 of the 5 dies, then the remaining 1 patent holder... Don't show this message again. Okay. The remaining one patent holder gets 100% of the wealth of the patent. That remaining live patent holder is Freescale Semiconductor. Who owns Freescale? Jacob Rothschild through Blackstone, who owns Freescale. So here is your motive for the missing Beijing airplane. As all 4 Chinese members of the patent were passengers on the missing plane. Patent holders can alter the proceeds legally by passing wealth to their heirs. However, they cannot do so until the patent is approved. So when the plane went missing, the patent had not been approved. Thus, Rothschild gets 100% of patent once patent holders are declared deceased. And there is the Rothschild, you are an evil bastard. Keep telling the world that the Christ was reborn into the home that was at the address 105, which means eagle or angel, Rothschild Avenue, Rosebery, Sydney, Australia, January the 11th, 1944, the 111, at 2:22 a.m. He came like a thief in the night, the whole world sleeping at the darkest hours of World War II towards its end. Now, nobody knows when a thief will come. They only know that the thief has been after the Advent. So he is back as the Comforter, the Father, not the young buck called Jesus or Yahushua or Yeshua. And the Revelation 3:12 clearly warned the world he would have a new name. The temple is the earth. His temple is the earth. He measures his temple, the earth, which records him. It proves beyond the shadow of a doubt, over and over and over, through tens of thousands of miracles, which are the miracles of today. The miracles of yesteryear are Jesus, are nothing compared to the miracles of today. The finding of the recording of the measuring of his creation, proving exactly who he is, and thus revealing all things, teaching all things to a devoured mankind, whose minds have been hijacked by the powers that were, Lucifer and its minions, who have hijacked their minds, taking them off into focusing on aliens from other planets, evolution, the teaching of the Antichrist throughout universities and schools, teaching that the universe, the earth, is billions of years old, like hell it is. It's thousands of years old. Can you imagine the Christ, Brian Leonard Golightly Marshall, being patient enough to wait billions of years for who or what? It's all about us, mankind, supposedly made in his image, but most of mankind are behaving like the seed of Cain, the sons of Cain, the devil in man, Lucifer, which lived within the body of flesh known as John Paul II. He was shot dead, wounded unto death, and then did live, because the soul of John Paul II went to hell and remained there, and the walk-in that took over his flesh body was Lucifer. And so the abomination that makes desolate within the Vatican during his reign is all that he allowed and introduced into the bride of Christ. The Roman Catholic Church is the bride of Christ because the Christ himself was reborn into the Roman Catholic faith. His family were all Catholic. So he comes as the most royal man on the earth and rescues mankind, his bride, that has been devoured by Lucifer. So Francis, we call him the talking mule, the idiot, who is not a priest, he is a layman. He is not operating as a king. He is a layman operating under the influence of Lucifer, who has taken over the Vatican. Pope Benedict XVI is the last of the priest kings. He announced his retirement February the 11th, 2013, 84 years to the date when the Lateran Treaty brought into the effect the Vatican City State. So it's all divine. It's all about the return of the Christ that Pope Benedict XVI announced on March the 12th, 2013, when he uploaded the image of the Shroud of Turin, who was Leonard Golightly Marshall, as a cover photo to his Facebook page. So the second coming was unfolding as Lucifer's own minion in Francis, the mule, was elected by the conclave, which was totally illegitimate. They all had the information. They knew that the Christ had returned. So, with that, I'll upload this.
Now. I'll show you a download.
Oh, the download. Okay, let's see what's going on. No, well, this one's completed. Now, I'm going to try a download of last night's video because this is YouTube Downloader, which works wonderfully for most everybody else's. Let's go over to our upload last night. I've tried several times, and this would not download.
John Paul II, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first.
Here's the URL. We'll take it back over here, see what it does this time. It failed 3 times before.
And on my computer.
And the same on Yar's computer. It refuses, and he's downloaded thousands of videos. No, it failed again. There it is.
And then you got the call from Anne.
Now, yes, also this morning, Yar's blood that the specialists are very concerned about. We had three calls 3 days ago wanting to get Yar into the Royal Brisbane Hospital, and then that resulted in sending them 21 pages of faxes, the Apostolic letter, the images of the Shroud of Turin, and a brief explanation why he's not going in, the attempts on his life. So this morning, Anne calls from Royal Brisbane Hospital after having read the faxes, and she's phoning because she's concerned. Everything aside, they are doing their bit. They have to follow through from their medical end, as the doctor himself did, Dr. Ben, after telling him, well, this is what it's all about, this is why it's happening. He said, yes, but, I can't ignore this. I have to follow through with procedure, which is why he faxed off the urgent request for haematology and cardiology. So Anne phoned, lovely lady. She listened to more of what we had to tell her about the many adventures of being a Christ in his body of flesh and the attacks primarily through hospitals and doctors, and why he wasn't keen on going down once more for more testing. It would be an overnight stay, this kind of thing. So Anne has given us her personal mobile phone number. She's going to do a bit of research about what it would involve and get back to us. But she just said to me confidentially and seriously, well, and she listened respectfully, and I said, how does it feel to have the Christ as one of your patients? She laughed at that, but she said, seriously, if there's anything we can do, perhaps you'd just like to confirm the diagnosis, find out what is really going on. What they are concerned about is the white cell count is only 3 times higher than it was 17 years ago when it was 19 times higher, but it's the blast cells present in the peripheral blood that they are concerned about. So anyway, that's all in the day of the life of the Christ who wanders around in his body of flesh. Doesn't matter what it's doing, it's the soul worn as a white garment, Isaiah 63, that gives him immortality of body and soul, and is why they have not been able to kill him. And on the cross, it was the pouring out of his soul present in the blood. That's why he had to go to the cross, to die, pour out his soul.
Flesh died, the blood didn't.
Yes. The
blood's still alive.
Yes, the blood is still alive. Even to this day, when Ron White found it, they proved that the blood is still alive 2,000 years later, when he found the Ark of the Covenant with the blood of the Christ on it and took it to a lab within Israel. The blood is still alive, and it has just 24 chromosomes, 23 from the mother and 1 Y chromosome. Where are the other male chromosomes? Well, because the father cannot have the father.
On the Shroud of Turin today, it's X chromosome.
Yes, after watching somebody else's findings, they're saying that on the Shroud of Turin today it's an X chromosome. Oh, very interesting. So it just may follow through with this hematology, and we don't know. We haven't made a decision, have we, really? Not yet. So, could be more fun and games, more to report. In the meantime, yes, so that's what went on with, and it's all a distraction, the missing airline. Everything else that's going on in Ukraine, there are planets out there coming in, and this is the big stick.
Well, we just photographed it and uploaded it already, the red one.
Last night.
Last night.
Okay, all right. Later gators. Let's see if this plays all the way through with audio. Sort of cutting out as it has been. just getting in while it's going. Last night it was a 40-odd minute recording. I'm playing it back and the audio cuts out once more at 2 minutes and 204, which is the number of bones in your body, and is what I was talking to Anne about this morning. Said you were missing 2 bones. Every other human being has 206, but the Christ has 204 because they, the doctors in Canada, butchered his all in efforts to kill him or cripple him at least, and of course none of it has worked. So, if I haven't said it, I'll say it now. Later, Gator.